Welcome, crypto fam, to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. Bitcoin is pumping and back in the green. 61 G's, baby. We're ripping like Scottie Pippen. In today's show, I'll be breaking down the latest Bitcoin technical analysis, the latest from Plan B, the latest from the high priest of Bitcoin, Max Keiser, as well as breaking news. Bhutan has twice as much of the biddies as El Salvador, according to Arkham Intelligence. We'll also be discussing Ethereum falls to a new 42-month low versus Bitcoin. We'll be discussing how this is likely to play out, as well as breaking news. Donald Trump silent on World Liberty Financial as the team unveils WLFI token. That's right. Trump officially has his own token now. We'll also be discussing MicroStrategy announcing their third debt offering of 2024, planning to raise $700 million. Keep it in mind, they just made a $1.1 billion Bitcoin purchase, and they now hold 244,800 BTC. Also in today's show, possible Bitcoin Q4 fireworks. Hell yeah, as I've been predicting all along. I think it's an incoming. We're already starting to break out. You already know the market's about to get lit. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much more in today's show. If you're new to the channel, very important to smash those likes. Hit the bell icon, subscribe to #1 Day, the Bitcoin Pod. It's always greatly appreciated. Today is pod episode number 1760. I'm your host, JV. It's September 17th, 2024. Bitcoins are ripping like Scottie Pippen. Just saying, we're currently trading above 61 G's. You got to respect the pump. Let's see if we can continue to march north towards today's live stream. We're streaming live on X, Rumble, and the YouTube. Let's kick it off. Actually, as we do each and every day with our market watch. Just give me a second to pull it up. You should be able to see Coin 360 any moment. There we go. So yeah, Bitcoin's up literally almost 6% on the day, trading just shy of 61,200. All the market is ultimately in the green. Massive pump just recently, like within the last hour, it started ripping. And I mean, I think when I woke up today, it was like 58. We were corrective, and all of a sudden, we're back in bull territory, which you got to respect the pump. And checking out coinmarketcap.com. Current crypto market cap, let's refresh it. I'm sure it went up. It sure did. It's now 2.11 trillion. Bitcoin market cap is 1.2 trillion. And let's check out the volume, roughly 70 billion worth of volume for the past 24 hours. And the current Bitcoin dominance is, wow, all the way at 57.2% as the Ether dominance continues on the decline at 13.6%. And checking out the top 100 crypto gainers past 24 hours, we got Celestia leading the pack of 15%, followed by Immutable of 15%, followed by Tau up 12%. Below that, Uniswap, Near Protocol, and Injective. Which alts, if any, are you bullish on for the bull? Holla at your boy. And checking out the crypto bubbles to get a visual perspective on the day. I think everything's going to be green. Yeah, that's pretty lit considering everything was virtually in the red a couple hours ago. Virtually everything in the top 100 in the green. And checking out for the past month. Similar story, I'd say maybe 80-20 in the green. And checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, we're currently rated a 33 in fear. Yesterday, 39. Last week, a 33. And last month, a 31 in fear. And checking out the time chain calendar, we have 188,280 blocks yet to go until the next halving, scheduled to take place April 2028. And we're currently on block number 861,720. So there you go, yo. And welcome everyone just joining us today. Let's continue with today's technical analysis. We'll also pull up some of the live charts looking bullish. Bitcoin's up 3Gs. So shout out to all the whole coiners. If you're a whole coiner, you're up 3Gs in unrealized gains today. Not too shabby. So pretty lit. Let's kick it off here. This headline reads, Bitcoin poised for volatility ahead of the U.S. interest rate decision. According to these analysts, quoting them here, Bitfinex, that is, depending on whether the rate cut is 25 basis points or 50 basis points, market behavior could swing between bullish optimism and cautious de-risking in response to the major economic adjustments. This expected volatility might be reflected in flows across ETFs and perpetual markets, which are likely to exhibit increased fluctuations. The prediction comes a day before the Fed is widely expected to deliver its first interest rate cut since the beginning of the COVID pandemic. More analysts are increasingly calling for the bitty breakout in October, which could be catalyzed by the Fed's interest rate cut. You already know Q4 is going to be lit. Now, Bitcoin recovered above 60,000 psychological mark. In fact, we're currently above 61 today, started on September 14th for the first time since, August 30th, but it lost its key support level that same day. So it's good to see us bounce right back here today. So quoting the Bitfinex analyst here, our earlier view that Bitcoin dipped to 52.7 on September 6th might represent a potential local bottom has been substantiated. Prices have subsequently increased by over 15%, supported by the significant uptick in the Bitcoin ETF net inflows of 403 million over the past week. Bitfinex analysts previously called for a Bitcoin correction in the low 50 Gs, which could represent a critical point for the market ahead of the next interest rate cut. But it seems we went the opposite way. So all praise the bulls. And according to the latest data from CME Fed Watch tool, the odds of a 25 basis point rate cut currently stand at 33%, while the odds of a 50 basis rate cut are at 67%. Despite increasing bets on a larger rate cut, the Bitfinex analysts see a 25 basis point rate cut more likely. Quoting them here, there's slightly stronger core inflation, which we believe will make the Fed more cautious about the rate cuts, and we expect a smaller 25 basis point cut rather than a more aggressive 50 basis point reduction. The interest rate cut combined with the previous historical chart patterns could set Bitcoin up for a 3-month rally above 92 Gs. It's time, send it. Considering that October, November, December are historically the bullish months for the Bitty, as you already know. And here's the latest from Plan B, creator of the Bitcoin stock to flow model. Spot the 2021 bull market. Also, some people think 2024 bull market is behind us. Wrong. Next bull market has not even started yet. Agree. Let me know if you agree. And quoting the high priest of Bitcoin, Max Keiser, Bitcoin-based decentralized economy El Salvador just gave a massive fuck you to the global central banks and the fiat money venereal diseases that they spread. I don't care to be uncensored today. It is what it is, family. This sure looks like massive mine adoption to me. El Salvador President Bukele expects to submit a 2025 government budget with no planned deficit. The 2024 budget had a 338 million deficit. And a gap. When Bukele became president in 2019, it was 1.2 billion. And in August, the International Monetary Fund, the IMF, you know how I feel about the IMF, announced that it had different discussions with Salvadoran authorities and progress has been made in the negotiations towards a fund-supported program. And now for some of the live charts. And I think I just figured out a way in my mind to pull up the YouTube chat on the screen. I'll do it after we pull up the live charts. I just thinking outside the box here. Pretty cool. Okay, so yeah, you should be able to see on your screen right here. And what you're able to see here is big-ass green candles. Let's keep it 100. This is the 1-hour chart, live and in the flesh via Coinbase, via TradingView. We do have a big fat target in the blue, sitting at 64,200. Send it and let's get it. So yeah, hourly chart, just in the last 2 hours, massive bullishness. We bounced from the 58 range to above 61 to where we're currently at. Let's zoom out a little and check out the 4-hour. Here's the 4-hour chart, family. Live and in the flesh. Massive candles. You got to love that. We do also have the blue target on the 4-hour sitting at 82,000. Price discovery mode. Send that mofo, yo. And check out the 1-day chart. As you can see right here on your screen. The 1-day shows big-ass green candle is well. I mean, we're starting the day off right. And we do have that big blue target at 82.7 on the daily. And let's check out the weekly. We should have the sexy cup and handle pattern, which I predict will hit in the fourth quarter here. And then we'll check out the monthly, and then I'll fix the chat for you guys. So as you can see here, we do have a target on the weekly, the cup and handle, 127. It went up 2 Gs, baby. I'll take it. And we'll check out the monthly. And again, welcome anyone joining the stream. Appreciate you guys live and present. And all the charts looking lit right now. I mean, you got to appreciate the pump. So yeah, there you have it, yo. Bhutan has twice as much of the Bitty as El Salvador, meaning they're holding 13,000 BTC. It's crazy because like Michael Saylor purchases that much Bitcoin in a single buy, but we all can't be the Giga Chad, if you feel what I'm saying. Here we go. The South Asian country of Bhutan is apparently a major Bitcoin hodler with even more crypto than El Salvador. On September 16th, on-chain analytics platform Arkham Intelligence pointed to a group of addresses holding 13,029 of the Bitty, worth at 758 million, claiming it to be the first to publicly identify Bhutan's public holdings. Let's go. Where exactly is Bhutan? I'm going to assume, is that in the African continent? Let me know. It added that these holdings come from Bitcoin mining operations carried out by the Kingdom of Bhutan's investment arm, Druk Holdings. Arcam's data also revealed, or maybe Druk holdings also hold 656 ETH worth around 1.5 million, along with a small amount of BNB and Polygon. Well, thank God the majority of their holdings is in Bitcoin, right? Now, Arcam added it was able to corroborate the timeline on-chain mining activity with a time-lapse satellite imagery of the facility construction at the site of the now defunct Educational City project. Bhutan's gross domestic product is expected to reach $3 billion by the end of this year, meaning that it reported holdings represent around a quarter of its GDP. And according to the local report media of early 2023, Bhutanese officials confirmed that the mining using hydroelectric power began back in April 2019, when the price of the Biddy was only 5,000. That means they're up, 12x more on their position? Not too shabby. Now, in May of 2023, DHI partnered with BitDeer to develop carbon-neutral mining operations in Bhutan. And in April 2024, they unveiled upgrades to raise Bhutan's mining capacity by 500 megawatts by the first half of 2025, increasing the total capacity to 600 megawatts. Now, how does this differ from El Salvador? Let's break it down. Comparatively, El Salvador started its Bitcoin acquisitions in September of 2021, when the price was 51,000. So they paid 10x more than the Kingdom of Bhutan, and Bhutan only got started 2 years before. Crazy, right? Now, according to Najib's tracker website, which tracks the country's portfolio, it currently holds 5,875 Biddy, worth 331 million, around 45% of Bhutan's holdings. Moreover, these were acquired at a much higher price, with an average dollar cost of 43,900 and an aggregate profit of 32.6% for the Central American country. Everyone pays for Bitcoin at the price they deserve. Now, however, El Salvador also uses renewable power to mine Bitcoin using geothermal volcanic energy. Now, Bhutan is a landlocked Buddhist kingdom on the eastern foothills of the Himalayas. Oh, wow. And with a I think, is the Himalayas is that is that near India or something? I don't even know. Is that in Asia or Africa? I get confused. With a population of 790,000, comparatively, El Salvador has a population of 6.3 million. So there you go, yo. Next story, eh? ETH versus Bitcoin. This is pretty, I predicted this, but nonetheless. Ethereum falls to new 42-month low versus Bitcoin. It all goes to zero against Bitcoin. So is this the bottom for Ethereum? The Ethereum dominance is the lowest I could ever remember it, actually. Right now it's like 13.7% according to CoinMarketCap. So let's break this down. Ethereum's price continues to struggle, particularly against the Biddy, threatening more potential downside for the world's second largest crypto, with Bitcoin dominance up to 58%, and the crowd is going wild. Could this be the local bottom for the Ether price? What are your thoughts? Now, Ether's price against the Biddy has hit a 3.5-year low last seen in 2021. This could threaten more downside pressure for ETH, according to Alex Thorne, head of research at Galaxy. Quoting him here, ETH/BTC just traded at a 0.03 handle for the first time in 3.5 years. That's since April 2021. That's negative 53% since the merge in September of 2022. What stops this train? Look at that. That's wild. That, my friend, is called the trend. And the trend tells us Ethereum go down, Bitcoin go up. Now, others also believe that Ether could be set for a downtrend. Popular investor Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street, noted that ETH is on the edge of collapse against Bitcoin. He ain't telling no lies. Krueger also added that not all the ETFs are created equal, sharing the image below about Bitcoin and Ether ETF inflows since September 16th, or on September 16th, yesterday, my bad. So yeah, Bitcoin ETFs, 305,000 net flow since launch. Ethereum, womp womp, negative 189,000, ouch. Ether ETF outflows could be the reason behind the Ether sluggish price action, probably one of many reasons. By February 15th, ETFs accounted for 75% of the new investment into the Biddy, which surpassed the 50G mark. That's right. I recall actually on February 12th, it was the day after my birthday, I was celebrating $50,000 Bitcoin. Pretty cool. Anyways, since launch, the United States ETFs witnessed 581 million worth of negative outflows. Grayscale's Ether ETF accounted for the majority, or 2.7 billion worth of the outflows, according to the Farside investor data as outlined right here on your screen. Now, is the Ether bottom in? Is the question the folks are asking. Ether's correction against the Biddy could be the start of the price bottom ahead of the recovery, based on historical chart patterns, according to crypto trader M-Bessa, quoting him or her here. ETH/BTC throwback to the fib 0.382 at the 0.03845 BTC. This should be the bottom. is it the bottom? Started from the bottom, now we here. Others also expect a potential rally, including crypto investor HedgeX, who pointed out a historically low relative strength index for ETH/BTC. As he shares here, ETH/BTC has only been this oversold 5 times in the history of Ethereum. Each time, much higher follows. So could it be the bottom for Ethereum, or will the trend continue? You let me know your thoughts, family, and I'll read your comments out loud. Welcome everyone just joining the stream. What's good in the hood? Holla at your boy. So Trump, they launched the coin, I think yesterday, along with the platform. So let's break this down. What's going on here? Headline reads, Donald Trump is silent. Shh. On World Liberty Financial. Team unveils WLFI token. Funny. And again, oh man, too much kombucha makes me burp. Anyways, Donald Trump didn't end up talking about World Liberty Financial, his family's new crypto platform, during a so-called launch event on X, but a team eventually shared information about the project's token. Former President Trump, in which there was another recent assassination attempt, apparently at the golf course. Fortunately, he didn't get shot at this time, but too close for comfort, right? He was interviewed by crypto influencer Farco. I don't even know who that is. But anyways, his first public appearance since the apparent assassination attempt, September 15th, 2 days ago, which he spoke about on the live stream. And despite Trump billing the live stream as a state of crypto address, it took about 16 minutes for him to mention the word. Saying the following: we're going to make our country greater than ever before, and you're going to be happy, and you're going to love your crypto. While Trump spoke for around 45 minutes, he didn't share any information about World Liberty Financial, details of which have already been sparse. And as he shared here, join me live from Mar-a-Lago, 8 p.m. Eastern, tonight on the exhibition. It wasn't until over 2 hours into the stream, Jesus, that one of the project leaders, Zach Folkman, shared that there will be a token. Max Keiser predicted all this, by the way. People are like, no, there's not going to be a token. No, he wouldn't do that. No, there was a token. Reading from the pre-written statement, Folkman said it was planning to sell non-transferable WLFI tokens, which are pure governance tokens, only providing the right to make proposals and vote on matters related to the platform. He added that the sale of WLFI tokens to U.S. persons would only be available to accredited investors, quoting him here. Although we don't consider WLFI to be a security, tell it to Gensler. Everything's a security to that guy. In the light of the regulatory uncertainty surrounding tokens and token sales in general in the U.S., we've decided that it is prudent to limit the token sales to certain persons who would be eligible to participate in the transactions that are exempt from registration under the U.S. federal security laws, according to Folkman, quoting him again. So that means that U.S. persons may only participate in a potential token sale if they have been reasonably verified as accredited investors. He added a potential token sale to non-U.S. persons would similarly be limited by applicable restrictions. Folkman, the fellow project leader, Chase Harrow, along with Eric and Donald Trump Jr., have touted how the platform would remove barriers that exist in traditional finance systems. It doesn't sound like they've removed too many barriers if most people aren't even going to be qualified. But anyways, Folkman did not share that WLFI token supply would be, but said it would have an incredibly fair token distribution. With approximately, I'm so sus on this project, approximately 63% set aside for sale to the public. He added that there had been no pre-sales or early buy-ins with discounted allocation for venture capitalists. However, 20% of the tokens were allocated to the platform's team and advisors, with the remaining roughly 17% for user rewards. Not a good look. I just got to keep it 100. Like, I wouldn't touch this. That's just me personally. I know some of you guys will do anything with Trump's name on it, but these typically don't end well. So I'm just telling you, based upon what I've seen, being in the industry since 2017, celebrity endorsed stuff never go well. Not in crypto, family. An earlier reported white paper draft suggested 70% of the WLFI token supply would be held aside for the team. 70%? What the frick? Imagine if Satoshi said, I'm going to hold 70% of the Bitcoin supply. Good Lord. With the remainder allocated for public sale. No details were shared on the World Liberty Finance platform itself. Reports said it will be a decentralized finance platform for borrowing and lending, similar to Doe Finance, which was hacked for $1.8 million in July. Ugh. The white paper draft also mentioned credit systems for borrowing and lending built on the popular DeFi app Aave, which World Liberty Financial said it's working with. The project also said it wants to drive the mass adoption of stablecoins. Trump, who in 2019 said crypto values are based on thin air, has changed his tune and sold 4 NFT collections. I think one even on the Bitcoin blockchain, right? The BRC20. I think that was the latest one. Accepted crypto for his camp. I think the rest are all on the Ethereum blockchain. Correct me if I'm wrong. Contributions and coised up for the crypto industry, promising to be the crypto president. So let me know your honest thoughts regarding the new project, the new coin, and Trump and crypto. I want to read your thoughts. Welcome everyone just joining us. Next story of the day. We discussed the latest with Trump coin. Now let's discuss Mr. Mikey Saylor's $700 million buy, shall we? Headline reads, MicroStrategy announces third debt offering of 2024, plans to raise another $700 million worth of the BT. That's right. Technology company MicroStrategy announced its third debt offering this year, aiming to raise $700 million by using convertible senior notes due in 2028. We call this the Saylor put. MicroStrategy is raising money to pay part of its existing debt, according to the announcement. The proceeds will be used to pay off the $500 million in existing senior secured notes and to purchase more of the BITI. With any remaining funds going to general corporate purposes, refinancing is a common practice amongst companies involving replacing existing debt with new debt, often to take advantage of more favorable terms. The notes will be unsecured and pay interest beginning in March of 2025, the company said. The offering is available only to qualified institutional buyers. The MicroStrategy third debt offering of 2024. Now in March, the company raised $700 million in a debt offering, followed by a similar issuance in June of $500 million worth of convertible senior notes maturing in 2032. And according to MicroStrategy, the offerings are part of an ongoing strategy of leveraging debt raises to acquire the BITI. The company is one of the crypto's largest public holders in the world, with 244,800 Bitcoin worth roughly $14 billion on its balance sheet as of September the 13th. Now, the large chunk of the BITI has been impacting the company's financials. MicroStrategy posted a net loss of $102 million, which is $5.74 per share in the second quarter of this year, a sharp drop compared to $22.2 million net income in the same quarter last year. The loss was largely driven by $180 million in digital asset impairment, a result of the volatility of its large Bitcoin holdings. Despite analysts' concerns about the company's exposure to Bitcoin, its stock performance has so far paid off the risks. Its stock price surged nearly 295% in the past 12 months, reaching 134 bones. I say bones as far as bucks or dollars, FYI. As September 16th, to date, MicroStrategy shares have gained 96% thus far in 2024. So I'm pretty sure it's safe to say MicroStrategy stock has still been outpacing Bitcoin. Let me know, any of you bullish on MicroStrategy? Do you have any exposure to MicroStrategy? Are you a stock investor? Holla. Now for our feature story of the day. Possible Bitcoin Q4 fireworks in the wings as indicator comes in hot, says trader that called the 2021 Bitcoin collapse. We're referring to Dave the Wave. Shout out to Dave. Here we go. Trader who nailed the May 2021 Bitcoin collapse says one indicator suggests Bitcoin prime for fourth quarter gains. That's right. Dave the Wave shared on X that Bitcoin's weekly moving average convergence divergence, known as the MACD indicator, is coming in hot and fast and approaching a reset. The MACD is a momentum indicator that traders use to watch possible trend reversals. Dave the Wave points to the previous time that the MACD reset late 2023, which corresponded to the beginning of a massive price upswing that saw the Bitcoin hit a new all-time high in March. The crypto analyst shares the Bitcoin chart that estimates the Bitcoin price can hit 135,000 price range by mid to late 2025. And I'll dare say we have that sexy cup and handle target currently sitting at 127,000, as I shared with you on the live charts. I think that can occur in the fourth quarter of this year. You let me know your thoughts. But his chart here shows the Bitcoin macro. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the analyst. Looking at the chart, he seems to predict the Bitcoin will start to gain bullish momentum in the coming months before igniting a parabolic rally in 2025. Now, don't get me wrong. I do think we also hit a parabolic rally in 2025. I think we hit the cycle peak in 2025, but I still think we hit 100,000 plus in Q4 this year. You let me know your thoughts. Earlier in the month, Dave the Wave shared a chart suggesting the Bitcoin could start taking out resistance levels as early as October 1st. The analyst chart also suggests the Bitcoin appeared to be trading in a triangle pattern while consolidating in a wide range. Bitcoin fourth quarter fireworks, send it, let's motherfucking go. You know what I mean? Let me know if you agree or disagree with the analyst. And as I pointed out earlier from Plan B, creator of the Bitcoin stock to flow model, spot the 2021 bull market. Haha. Some people think 2024 bull market is behind us. What'd Biggie say? You're dead wrong. Next bull market has not even started yet. I mean, look at it right here. I agree. I don't think we've started yet. I mean, granted, we did have a little unprecedentedness in the market considering we hit the all-time high pre-halving for the first time, but that doesn't mean the bull market has even officially began. I think the bull market will officially commence, I think personally, in October, a couple of weeks out. You let me know your thoughts, family, and welcome everyone to the Q&A segment of the live stream.